Welcome along, everybody, to my watch along for the 2025 Formula 1 Las Vegas Grand Prix. It is practice one. We're 15 minutes delayed thanks to my internet going out. I thought it was my internet problems I was having last week, but no, it was, it looks like the entire street, or it was an outage. It was an outage, but we're back, hopefully. Fingers crossed, touch wood, that we are back. Sorry about that, but we're live. Let's go on into the watch along. If you're new here, this is how it works. You got my face here, you got the live timings here, you got the session timer that you can sync on up with. Let's get those up for you guys right now, considering we are already 15 minutes late. And yeah, let's get on into it. Again, apologies for the delayed start there. It's not my fault. I hate when that shit happens because I want people to be able to rely on me, rely on me. I'm live right now at midnight. I want people to be like, damn, Ponden's live at midnight. He's also going to be live at 4 a.m. Hell yeah. But then when your internet goes out, it makes you look like you're a lazy fuck who doesn't go live at midnight. So anyways, we're live. Let's get into practice now. How are we all doing? Alongo. Oh, what? Lolongo, thank you for the 5,550 bits. Holy shit, dude. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate that, man. That's absolutely insane. Thank you so much. That has put a smile on my face after those issues. Thank you, dude. Really, 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 really do appreciate that. Holy crap. Thank you, man. I hope you're doing well. All right, let's get into discussing things from Vegas. So we have got a few special liveries. Let's start off with the best one, V-Carb. V-Carb had absolutely cooked with the holographic looking livery. It's basically like their Miami livery from 2024, but like holographic. So sexy. Williams have gone all black, a very stealthy looking livery to partner to celebrate partner with Atlassian and their AI program Rovo. And then we have got Sauber, who are rocking a checkered flag on their car for the last three races to signify the end to their time in Formula 1. Obviously, Sauber's last three races, Stake's last three races before it becomes Audi. So we've got three special liveries this week. And yeah, we're back in Vegas. The third year in Vegas. The first 2 years were absolute banging races. I cannot wait to see how the race plays out this week. Street circuit. It's very cold there at the moment. There's been floods. So it's going to be very interesting to see what the track is like. I was in Vegas for the first year. I absolutely loved it. It's much different now to what it was back then. I was there the year with the potholes where FP1 and FP2 didn't run. But yeah, it feels weird. It feels weird that it's been 3 years since I was last there. Oh my god, YouTube chat. Where's Ponden? Where's Ponden? I'm live, man. I'm live now. Oh my god, I thought it was live on the practice 2 there for a second. But yeah, that sucks. Viewership's going to be hella low now because of that. That is annoying as fuck. Anyways, who we going to chat now that we're back? Lolongo, again, thank you for the 55,000, not 55,000, 5,500 bits, dude. That's fucking insane. Thank you so much. Alfie, welcome back. Sup Taipei, sup Nidal. Lemons, of course, Lemons is here. Of course, Lemons is here complaining. Better than it happened during a dead session. But yeah, but it better happen now than during quali or the race, 100%. But it's just annoying. As soon as the stream starts, you gotta go live, redo notifications. But it is what it is. It is what it is. It's so weird. I've never had like stream. I think I went like 2 years without having a stream go down, and then in this last few weeks, I've had like so many. It's so fucking annoying. Hoping Alpine have some pace like normal around here. Some pace like normal? What do you mean? Their normal pace is poo, or do you mean like as in they've been good at Vegas the last 2 years? But yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I feel like if I had to guess the pecking order, I think Mercedes is gonna be the best. Then McLaren and Red Bull close P2, P3, and I think the midfield teams are gonna be very close this weekend to the top teams. You need Gasly to cook. Tsunoda podium this week. Doubt it. Doubt it. A track like this, I doubt it. I forgot. Is Tide Deck good or bad? I'm not too sure, to be honest. I'm not too sure. What's up with Jack? 83. Wait, that's Jack Dell, isn't it? How's it going, dude? Oh my god, I hate my fucking internet going down. That pissed me off so much. But we're here now. We're here now. Oh. Alright, had your back in the pits because there's a stone in his cockpit. Okay, okay. What's up, Mike? How's it going, dude? Qualifying going to be a banger at a street circuit? Yeah, it typically is. I can't. What happened in Saudi Arabia qualifying? Can't even remember now. What happened, bro? My internet was out. We're back. Oh, Ollie going off track. Yeah, this track's going to take so long to grip up. I think I'm fairly sure. Yeah, F1 Academy haven't even done a lap here yet. So this is going to have no grip. We are going to be watching F1 Academy later. We won't be watching F1 Academy practice. We're going to be playing some Fortnite instead because, I mean, I don't watch feeder series practices. But we will be watching F1 Academy qualifying after practice 2 today. So be sure to stick around on today's stream. What time is it for you? It is midnight for me. What's up, Dad? Imagine we beat the record for Red Bull, so for red flags in qualifying here. Nah, Dad, I don't think Vegas is that demanding. I mean, obviously it is a street circuit. There isn't much grip. There's a lot of walls around, but it's not like a Baku or a Monaco. To be honest, not much crashes really happen in Monaco now because it's so slow speed. We're out of Red Bull already, man. One second, let me just make sure my shit's working. Alright, we should be good now. Huh. Oh, we didn't get predictions up. We're too busy. We're too distracted by Fortnite. Now, before my internet went down, we were playing Fortnite. If you don't know, F1 skins are now in Fortnite. We're checking them all out. We're going to continue checking them on out after FP1 as we wait for FP2. You're going to go with a long shot of seeing Antonelli winning. I've been seeing a lot of people throwing Antonelli's name around this weekend because obviously everyone's expecting Mercedes to be a top team this weekend. Obviously, they won last year. They like the cooler conditions, so they should be good here. But we'll have to wait and see. I mean, right now they're a bit far down. Lewis's helmet is so sexy. A lot of special helmets this week. We'll have a scroll through Discord either later today or tomorrow. But yeah, Lewis's helmet with the diamonds. Oh my god, it's so nice. He's smashed it with that. Whoop Whoop Dragon Soup, Heidi, Matt, I'm outside your home. Harry, thank you guys all for the follows while I'm on the stream. Oh my god, that car just flew past the. That's scaring me. Why is that so loud? Maximum by 3 laps. Lando in the wall turn 3, or else race sucks. I can't like. Okay, dude. Why do they start free practices today? So because Vegas time zone, it's on the East Coast. They want to host the race on a Saturday night because then it's because otherwise it would be too late. Oh, Norris hit the wall. He hasn't crashed, but he's hit the wall pretty hard apparently. Yeah, so the time that the Vegas is on, it's early morning on the west coast of America. It's very early morning in Europe. So they'd rather host on a Saturday night so people can stay up late on the West Coast and have some drinks, and Europeans can wake up early on a Sunday morning to watch it. Because if they held the race on a Sunday night, then it's just not so good. It's not good for Vegas. It's not good for people on the West Coast of America because they have work the next day, and it means Europeans would have to wake up on a Monday morning of a school work day to watch it. So yeah, I think it's a lot better the way they do it, but I would argue that with the way the Vegas time zones are, you shouldn't host a night race. Or if you host a night race, host it earlier. Like 6 p.m. Why can't we have a 6 p.m. Vegas night race? Why does it have to be 8 p.m. or 10 p.m., whatever it is? SB 2003, then with the follow. Do you think you play F1 25 anytime soon? To be honest, like, I was thinking of getting back into F1 25 a little bit before F1 26 came out, but after seeing the recent announcement about F1 26, I just have no interest in playing the game. Like, sim racing just doesn't interest me. Sorry, I'll take that back. F1 25 just doesn't interest me in terms of streaming content. Like, open lobbies, I don't care about doing open lobbies anymore. Like, yeah, it's fun to race, but like, I get bored after like an hour or so. I don't enjoy league racing because you have to be good to do that. Everyone sweats, and I just don't have time or interest to sweat, and there's nothing else to do in the game. And then not to mention that we're going to be playing the same game for 2 years. Like, I just have no interest. Like, don't be wrong, I will play F1 26 when it comes out, and sorry, the F1 26 expansion when it comes out, and check it out. But I just have no interest in integrating F1 game into my content. I got other things I like doing and enjoy doing, and other sim racing games I'd rather play. But yeah, there's a few F1 25 streams I will be integrating into my content next year, but it won't be like a consistent thing that I do know. Especially after the announcement that happened. I'll take a 3 p.m. race in Oz. Yeah, this is really good for Australians. I think the streams this weekend are going to be very different in terms of viewership. Like, obviously the last 3 weeks we've had probably a perfect time for Formula One for me because I get all the European audience and I get all the American audience. It's great. A little bit of a different time to when I normally stream, but it's like great. But this weekend's gonna be very different. You're gonna have all the late night Americans. To be honest, you probably lose a lot of West Coasters because it is too late. But yeah, late night East Coast, and then you lose all the Europeans, but we'll gain all the Australian and Asians. So it'll be a very different community and very different chat to normal, and much less viewership as well. I think, especially now that the championship's sort of, in some people's minds, sort of over, or it's like not close again. I think, yeah. It's going to be a bit of a weird week for F1 this week, but you know me, I cover every single session when I can. We've only missed like 5 sessions this year. I think I missed 2 practice sessions because I went out the night before. And then I think I've only missed 2 practice sessions. I missed 2 or 4. Wow. Yeah, losing on money, not making F1 26. Clap, clap. Well, look, I mean, we'll talk about it now. So if you don't know, EA announced that they are not releasing an F1 26 as an individual game. They will be releasing a 26 expansion for the F1 25 game. So it'll be a paid expansion, so it'll cost less than a full game, and you'll get the F1 20. You get the 2026 cars, liveries, drivers, and stuff like that in the 2025 game with some minor updates to the game. And look, I think this is a great decision from EA for the future of the game. They needed to play catch up. You could tell they were getting they were kind of producing the same game over and over again, and they were having a lot of problems with bugs, a lot of problems with the engine. They need a full reset to work on for the future of the title. However, why can't a billion-dollar fucking company hire 2 teams? Oh wait, they do have 2 teams. They have a rotational team at Codemasters EA working on the F1 game, and they still can't fucking produce a game year on year that's different. Like, that frustrates me. But that aside, why can't they have 3 teams? Why can't they have 2 teams rotating, working on the F1 game, and then another team just working on a new engine? And once it's done, they add it to the game. That fucking pisses me off. The second thing that pisses me off, they knew the new regs were coming in 2026 to real life Formula 1. Why wasn't F1 25 the skip year? We skip F1 25. It's the last year of the regs. We play F1 24 2 years in a row with the fucking expansion, and then we get a brand new game, brand new engine, refreshed everything for the new regs. Now, the first year of the new regs of Formula 1, like, how are they even going to implement the 2026 cars into the 25 game? That makes no fucking sense. That makes no sense. Had you pissed? Had you more pissed than me at EA? So yeah, I think it's a great decision long term, but I think not doing it this year was stupid, and I think not, to be honest, to a degree, $1 billion company not hiring more staff to be able to produce a game this year and a refresh game next year just goes to show how shit gaming companies are nowadays, where, like, you know what I mean? Like, we used to get such polished games. We used to get Call of Duties year after year. We used to get FIFAs year after year. But now, year after year, we're getting dog shit from every company. And it's just like, what? GTA getting delayed 2 years, which, you know, I'm fine with that. But, like, how are we not able to keep up with, with the demands? I don't get it. Like, just hire more people. But yeah. Yeah, from an F1 creator standpoint, it sucks. Like, you know, I feel like every year the hype for the F1 games dies quicker and quicker. I will say, though, big shout out to Creator Series and all the F1 game creators for keeping the game more alive than I expected. After F1 22, I generally thought the F1 game was just going to, like, die flat on its ass. No one would be playing it, streaming it, anything like that. So big shout out to the Creator Series and the creators for all continuing to play the game, because I think that has kept the game's community alive nicely. Also, F1 esports hasn't been existing properly. So yeah, big shout out to them, because if it wasn't for them, the game would be well and truly dead. But I think next year is going to be the worst year for the F1 game and content, because like even though it's going to be new cars and like new liveries, it's not going to be um it's not going to be anything fresh. I was having to read about a few of the things that were being said in the EA Discord, and they were kind of saying like there's not going to be like a huge update, just like minor tweaks. So it's like I have no clue how they're going to make the 2026 cars in 25. Like I do not understand it. Like they're going to remove DRS. Like it doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense. 27 is Cody's last chance. Oh, 100%. If their refresh game with the new engine and stuff isn't good, like, yeah. Pressure, money, what is it for these companies turning into frauds? It's greed. It's corporate greed. The people at the top don't play video games. They're billionaires who own yachts and drink wine, and they're business minded. They don't care about the game. They care about making money. It's not, hey, let's make the best game possible. It's let's make as much money from the game as possible. And what's frustrating is you can make a good game that is also financially good, but you know, it's about cutting costs these days, trying to get something out as quick as possible. It's just a load of dog shit. Anyways, I could rant for ages about the video game community being shit, but GTA is our last hope. But that's what's so frustrating. Like everyone's so hyped about GTA 6, but it's like you can only play one game so much. I'm not saying that anyone's gonna get bored of GTA, but you know, imagine like every year you got like, imagine it was back in the day, like every year there was a good COD to play. Every couple years was a good Battlefield to play. You know, we got a GTA game every 5 years. Like individual games come out that are good. Like it'd be so nice, man. What am I in chat? Annabella, what is up? Hi, good night, I guess. Good morning. It's 1 a.m. here. How you doing? Every EA Sports game is like that. It is cheap to keep it a buck. I feel like shit, but watching this is making me feel better. Hell yeah. Hope you start feeling better though, Laura. I'm only 2 hours ahead of Vegas, so it's perfect time to watch at the pub. What time actually is the race? On the East Coast. Yeah, sorry. Someone in chat said I was getting East and West Coast mixed up. I'm sorry. Yeah, I got them mixed up. Was upon a quick question, mate. Why is it that those who join the Oracle Rebel Racing com Discord have to verify by phone? I guess they just want to avoid scammers and hackers and cheaters and stuff like that joining the Discords. Spammers is what I meant, not cheaters. So yeah, when you join certain Discords, you have to verify your phone number, which is fair enough in my opinion. Ponden, my team. Racing Bulls never miss with their liveries. Yeah, this special livery is nuts. But yeah, if you're just tuning in, it is 1 a.m. for me, so I have to be a little bit quiet because of my neighbors, which sucks. I hate not being able to be my normal self. But yeah, I'm hearing good spirits, although my internet is going down there. It's just I will have to talk a little bit quieter. Hopefully GTA 6 doesn't get delayed again. I'm not gonna lie, I don't mind if GTA 6 gets delayed one more time, because GTA 6 is gonna come out next year during a Grand Prix weekend. During a Grand Prix weekend, during a triple header, and multiplayer will then come out a month later when the next F1 season starts. And as an F1 game creator, F1 creator, like that just sucks. Like, you know what I mean? So selfishly, I'm like, I wouldn't mind if it gets delayed one more time. Literally, the release date, before it got delayed was perfect. It was during a 3-week break in F1 at the start of the year. Oh, it would have just been perfect, man. It would have been perfect. I've been so excited to play it on stream. Why don't I add the old cars to make the game better? They're really limited with adding classic cars and tracks because of the licensing. Fun fact, Ponden is as tall as Yuki. That's not a fact, bro. That's not a fact. That is false. Madden 2K have gone down the drain too, yeah. Have you played NASCAR 25 yet? No, I was meant to last week, but I didn't. You can only play one game so much. For me, with 20k out. You have 20k hours on Sims? What the fuck? What country F1 TV do you have? I have Netherlands. I have a VPN for Netherlands. East Coast at 11 p.m. They're so dumb. I don't get it. Sunset. What time does sunset in Vegas? Sunset Vegas. Yeah, so sunset at 4 p.m. 4:30 p.m. in Vegas at the moment, right? 4:30 p.m. is when the sun sets, but they're hosting the race at 8 p.m. Why can't we have the race at 5 p.m. or 6 p.m.? So that way it's, I mean, to be fair, then that would be 2 a.m. European time, but that's better than 4 a.m. in my opinion. And for Americans, it'd be 9 p.m. instead of 11 p.m. Sorry, East Coast Americans, there'd be 9 p.m. instead of 11 p.m. I don't get the point in doing it. I do not get the point in doing a race at that time. No term is not better. You don't sleep, you stay up. Yeah, but I think that's better. 4 a.m. is such a poo time because you like, okay, you go to bed at 10, you get 6 hours sleep. I don't know. That two's better. Anyone watching from India? There's a few Indians who watch the stream. Investors are already fuming if another delay happens. Rockstar may have an issue. They still have to answer to investors. Yeah, I guess to solve that, they could open up pre-orders a year early rather than 6 months early or something like that. Is this training qualifying or the sprint? This is practice 1 right now, dude. So 60 minutes, cars going around track, getting up to speed. Will they even add the Madrid track? I was thinking that, Dennis. I think they'll add Madrid as a part of that expansion on the game. My hair's very like spiky today, isn't it? Not spiky, but very like sticky up here. I agree with you. If they wanted to save face, open the pre-orders when they can, yeah. You're excited for the F126 expansion? Really? I don't know. There's nothing that excites me about that. Like, to be honest, I'm going to be completely real. Nothing really changes. The game we get to April next year, they'll announce expansion coming soon, just like they'd announce the game coming soon. They would show a little bit of gameplay of the expansion, and then it would drop, and then everyone would play the game for a month like they normally would with a game. And then all the leagues change over to the 26 cars, just like they would change over the new game. And then all the creators are playing the new game or the new expansion. Nothing changes. You know what I mean? Nothing changes. The only thing that changes is that, well, I guess this is a big thing, but rather than checking out the game, you're just checking out the update. I don't know. We'll have to see how it plays out, but I don't really have much care in it too much. Like, I'll play it when it comes out, but yeah, I just do not know how they're going to add 26 cars into a 25 game. I'm trying to think of an example. That's like, I guess COD do this to be fair, but I was going to say it's like adding like, I don't know. It's like having like the Black Ops 2 engine and then adding like 1980 fucking guns to the game. It's like, okay, how is that gonna mesh with the fucking already existing model that is based on like 2025 guns and stuff? I don't know. I just don't get it. I'm intrigued by the expansion, but I want to know what price it would be. Yeah, if I had to take a guess, it would be $40, £30. First Visa RB fan you've seen. What's up, mob? VCAR best team on the grid, man. Best drivers, best social team, best liveries. Other than Blads, watching on the pit wall right now. Will he get a seat next year? Is it going to rain tomorrow? Actually, I haven't looked at the Vegas weather. Rain in Vegas is so weird to say, though. Weather, Las Vegas. Oh, yeah. Tomorrow, raining. Whoa, a lot of rain tomorrow. Oh, my God. If we get a wet Las Vegas, that will be wild. What expansion are you talking about? So, for people just tuning in wondering what we're talking about, the F1 game, EA Sports, have announced that they're not making F1 26. They're adding an expansion DLC to F1 25. Yeah, I think £30, 40 US. I think that's a reasonable price. That's like what? Under half price of what a full game would be for an expansion. Yeah, honestly, I cannot see these cars driving on a wet. So this track's so slippery. Driving in the wet as well would be wild. If the DLC is $100, they could show. If the DLC is more than $50 US, it's a joke. It is a joke. You're near Las Vegas and we're going to get 100% rain all day till Saturday morning. Damn. F1 movie crash if it rains. But yeah, guys, we've got 20 minutes left to practice one. And then we're going to play some Fortnite in between sessions because the new skins dropped. We didn't get to play a game before because my fucking internet died. So we're playing some Fortnite again soon. Oh, I'm so upset, man. Fucking stream dying. Just lost all my viewers. Viewership just... People think, wow, I just not streaming today. Once practice ends, I'm taking a nap. I won't be. I'm on a very good schedule right now. I went to bed at 7 a.m. last night. No, I went to bed at 9 a.m. last night, or this morning. Went to sleep at sunrise. Woke up in the dark. So yeah, I'm good energy. I just have to restrict my energy because the neighbor next door, especially today. Tomorrow I can be somewhat loud, and she just has to deal with it because it's a weekend. It's a Friday night. Shut up. I can play video games in my room if I want. I can stream. I can talk on the phone. But today's a bit different because it's like it is a school night, a work night. You know how much the F1 Fortnite characters are? So I just bought it. It was 3,000 V-Bucks for the whole bundle, which is what was it, like 35 Australian dollars, I think. Stay quiet like this, it's more chill. Hell no. Nah, I do listen back to my streams, obviously, because I edit fucking everything I do, and I'm like, there's something wrong with my mic. I think because I shout, I'm a person who shouts, especially with headphones on. I think my mic, like, not peaks out, but, yeah, I want to adjust my mic a little bit in between seasons. Because, yeah, I want to be able to shout without it, like, peaking, but also it's also the reverb around the room, but I'll have a bit of a play. But yeah, in between seasons, the things I want to set up, I had an old friend, not really a friend, but an old, how to explain it? An old acquaintance reached out to me and was like, yo, I'm working on this new project where I sync up people's lights, like my lights here, with red flags, yellow flags, and stuff like that in the F1 with your F1 TV. Do you want me to hook you up? And I'm like, fuck yeah. I had a plugin like bookmarked for ages I was meant to set up, but it was a bit complicated. So having someone who's actually like coding something will be perfect. So I want to get that set up for next season. So these lights will change green when it's green flag, yellow when it's yellow flag, maybe flash checkered flag when the race is over, stuff like that. Red flag for red flag. So that would be cool. Other thing is I want to get my heart rate monitor set up. I've had one for ages. I've just not had it. I've just not gotten it set up. The other thing is I want to fix my mic up. And what's the other thing I want to do? But yeah, I used to have these lights. I used to have set up for red flag, yellow flag. Sorry, like safety car, stuff like that. But I manually did it with my stream deck. So like if there's a red flag, I'd click a button, it would go red flag. If I clicked a yellow, it would go yellow. And it was really cool. But I had to manually do it, and they don't work with these light beams. My old light beams were expensive and they kept breaking. I think I generally spent probably like $200 on light beams because they kept breaking. They were so unreliable. So I changed companies, and the Govee, these are the ones these Govee ones are fucking amazing. They're so good. I highly recommend. The only problem is they don't have like API integration, so I can't use it with my Stream Deck, which is why they've just been stuck on white for like 2 years now. But yeah, hopefully the guy that reached out to me can code some shit for the Govies for me. He said he can, so we'll have to wait and see. That reminds me, I need to reply to him. How's it going though, Moa Craft on the stream? Not gonna lie, I was expecting to be more than 3,000 V-Bucks. Well, yeah, when I saw each individual item was 1,000 V-Bucks, I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna be so poor after I buy all these. But yeah, the bundle being 3,000 is so good. You make Hannah's life great with the shouting. Oh, she never posted a video. She wanted me to post. She wanted to record a video showing how loud the house is when me and Luke are live. She'll have to save that for Qatar or Abu Dhabi though, because no screaming this week. Igor, thank you for the follow. Oh yeah, Lando Norris's helmet. So Lando Norris is rocking a pretty cool like painted helmet with little moments from his 150 races so far, because he's celebrating 150 races in Formula One. Pretty cool helmet. Who else has a special helmet? I guess we'll have a scroll through Discord soon at all the helmets for the week. Neighbors must love you. No, I don't think she does. Did I tell you about the story of when I got in the elevator with one of the neighbors? Well, I'll repeat it in case I didn't, for the people who don't know. Basically, I hopped in the elevator like maybe a couple months ago. I was in the elevator and there was a woman in the elevator, and down the hall, three women moved into that apartment, and I've never seen this lady before. So I was like, "Oh, hey, you moved into blah blah blah," and she was like, "No, I live in blah blah blah." And then she's like, where do you live? And I was like, in blah blah blah. And she was like, and then we both clocked like, oh, we're neighbors. And she was like, oh, are you Blake? And I'm like, yeah. And she's like, oh, yeah. Look, I've heard everything. I've heard all the complaints, but I stay out of it. And I'm like, well, nice to meet you, regardless. And then we went our separate ways. Never seen her again. Basically, there's three girls who live in this apartment next door. The one who me and her room are fucking next to each other. Oh, Lando gets like going off track. He almost ended up in the wall there. Yeah, me and the girl who are neighbors. She's lived there for 2 years since I moved in. Oh, they might not renew. Oh my god, I hope she doesn't renew, please. Then there's two other girls in there. One that I just met in the elevator, only seen her once, and then another girl who moved in to replace a girl who was in there, and I met her, and she was cool. She was really cool until she wasn't. So yeah, I met one of them, one and a half of them. Yeah, fuck. Their lease should be up soon. Maybe like, when do they move in? Feb? March? So hopefully they move out. Oh, if they move out, oh, she moves out before the F1 season. To be fair though, she's used to it now. So if she moves out, I could get an even worse person living there. To be fair, now this like, don't be wrong, I am loud when I stream, but she claims she puts earplugs in and she can't sleep. That is a load of fucking bullshit. That is absolute bullshit. So I could get someone who moves in and is even worse, who's a Karen who actually calls a landlord, calls a building manager, and is like, this guy's fucking loud all the time. Or I could get someone who's just like, it's noise, whatevs. So it's like risky if she moves out, you know what I mean? Yeah, Yuki had a max right now. This is really, really cool to see. But yeah, my last interaction with her was Coda last year. So it's been a year since we've spoken. And she was basically just whinging as per usual. And I said, it's a weekend. It's 11 p.m. It's within the law. Shut the fuck up. I didn't say shut the fuck up, but I basically told her to just be quiet. And I said, I'm not messaging you about this again. Please, if you have an issue, bring it up with the building manager. Actually, no, then she messaged me a couple weeks later and was like, hey, can you add me to the building group chat? Hey, Blake, hope you're doing well. Can you add me to the building group chat? I'm like, what? Why are you talking to me like this? Like, what? She lives with people in the group chat. I was so confused. Anyways, I hate talking about the neighbor. I feel like I haven't had to speak about her since fucking Japan. So, Mike Ruvers, thank you for the follow. I bet she's watching. I bet she's not. Although, funny, Hannah saw one of our neighbors liked her video, and we were trying to work out, was she stalking and accidentally liked, or did Hannah just pop up on her For You page? And if Hannah popped up on her For You page, did she notice it was Hannah, or did she just like the video? So we're trying to work it out, but that was kind of funny. I'm kind of sad we're so close to the season being over, but looking more and more forward to next year. Yeah, I'm really excited. I really like how this year doesn't feel over yet. Like, the championship's still somewhat on. And 2026 is going to begin. Season's going to begin straight away. Maybe you need to soundproof your wall. No. People get mixed up with soundproofing versus sound dampening or echo dampening. Putting foam on your wall doesn't stop sound from traveling through a wall. It stops it from echoing. To stop sound from traveling through a wall, you need to make the wall thicker. And this is a rental, so I can't do anything to the wall. And 2, my wall is 7 meters fucking tall. So I cannot cover a 7-meter wall with thickness, even if I wanted to. Foam will only stop reverb. So there's nothing I can do in terms of sound other than what I do now, which is 3 weekends a year. I am talking in my room at a normal volume outside legal hours of being loud, but you cannot complain about me talking in my room. I'm talking right now like I'm on a phone call. And if I'm not allowed to have a fucking phone call in my room, then what's the fucking point? So that's kind of my thing, is I'm loud as much as I want until 11 p.m. at night. And then she just has to put up with it for 3 weekends of the year. But as you, like right now, I'm not loud. Once we get to quality and the race, I might go like, oh my God, or something like that. But our neighbors have a fucking party every 2 weeks. I don't care. It's the weekend. Get a grip. Your neighbors called the cops on you. What the fuck? When? What were you doing? Were you streaming? Yeah, I've not had the cops, thankfully. Like, I am very thankful. Like I said, I'm worried someone could move in there and be worse than what she is now. But yeah, I've not had the cops. I've not even had a complaint to the building manager because there's no need. There was no need. Like she was complaining that I was talking in my room at 10 p.m. on a Saturday. And I told her to get fucked. I was like, that's in legal noise hours. Like, what are you're complaining about nothing? If she complained about me somewhat shouting at 6 a.m. during OzGP, fair. But 10 p.m. on a Saturday, come on. Actually, the worst one was at the start of this year. At the start of this year, I was sitting in my room at 3 a.m. I was having a problem with something. I was talking to Hannah in my room, and then she knocked on the wall. I was just talking to my fucking housemate in my room. Frame out an extra wall and add acoustic mineral wool. Yeah, up to the entire roof. Do you know any way I could contact that person that's doing the lights flag thing or something? Yeah, I could give you his details. Shoot me a message on Discord or in a channel somewhere on Instagram, any way you want, and I'll reply with his name. You woke her up talking to her, apparently. Apparently, whenever I do a stream like this, she sleeps on the couch, which, fair. But I don't know how this can stop someone from sleeping. Yuki's still ahead of Max, and now L1's gone ahead of the Red Bulls. You're super bummed that the season ending? Yeah, the season's been really good. It's a shame that it gets so good at the end of the regs. Oh my god, that V Cup livery is so nice, man. This is not a long wait till preseason time. Yes, literally, Abu Dhabi. Week after we've got FIA prize giving, and then basically 2 weeks over Christmas time, and then we're gonna start getting car launches in the maybe not the first week of Jan, but the second week of Jan. So very excited. I'll be taking a couple weeks off streaming. Just to get ready for the new season and over the Christmas break. But then we'll be back into it. Unlike last year, where I think I didn't start streaming. I think my first stream of the year was Feb 14th. Yeah, I think it was Feb 14th for F175 or whatever it was, or the Williams launch. Next year will be like next year it'll be like Jan 5th, I reckon I'll stream. I mean, I don't have to stop streaming over the Christmas break, but I'd rather use 2 weeks to like reset and like have a little bit of a break and get stuff set up for the new season than just doing random streams when the next few weeks, like literally Jan, Feb, March is going to be crazy. Like car launches, testing, all the preseason stuff, which is like my favorite time of the year. And then the first race of the season. Oh, it's going to be so good. It's going to be so good. And they're doing the whole live reveal again. Every team will have their own reveal, so we'll have 10 reveals. Oh, one thing I did forget to talk about for end of season is the Red Bull announcements. We're going to have potentially 2 breaking news streams to do for the Red Bull seat and the V-Carb seat. Actually, 3 breaking news. 1 Red Bull seat and the 2 V-Carb seats. So, yeah. But no Red Bull, they'll do them all on the same day, like 5 minutes apart. Mel opened the door and it was 2 officers. She pretty much froze, but then she got me. I had to get up and go to the door. They were super nice and just told me to try to keep it a little... I just heard something. Just told me to try and keep it a little quiet because they could actually hear me outside and that I should maybe close my window once it's late. This is all on stream, by the way. Oh. Yeah, that's the other problem is I always have my window open during summer, but none of the races are during summer, so I just keep my window shut during streams like this. It's so annoying though. Like it sucks. Like I'm talking at normal volume right now, right? But it sucks that I can't talk. Sorry, I'm talking at like a normal room volume, but it sucks I can't talk at my normal stream volume in my own fucking room. Like it's ridiculous. Imagine we get a black Ferrari next year. Ferrari will never not be red. Their branding is red. Oh my god, Lemons, hi! But Vegas looks so good from the helicopter shots, but low-key, the trackside shots look so ugly. It's just dust. It's just an ugly-ass road, fencing. It's not a very visually appealing looking track. Let's run it back to Vegas. Hell yeah, that was I can't believe that was 2 years ago. I'm getting memories on my phone. 2 years ago today, I was at the F125, sorry, F123, event, whatever you want to call it. Like Dirk and Ash were competing against like Daniel Cormier and Charles Leclerc and stuff like that. Keep getting Snapchat flashbacks. You stay with the GP? Yeah. I wasn't there for the F1 event. I was there because basically how I ended up in Vegas in the first year was obviously they didn't sell. The companies fucked up. So many companies, including Red Bull, bought so many grandstands and sold the tickets. They bought basically. My understanding was F1 sold tickets because F1 owned this Grand Prix. F1 sold tickets for this event at a super high price. Companies like Red Bull bought these tickets for thousands of dollars and couldn't sell them for thousands of dollars. So if Red Bull sold, just using Red Bull example, if Red Bull sold the ticket for cheap, they would lose money. So every company was just keeping their prices as high as possible. And then just before the Grand Prix happened, there was just so many tickets left over. They started basically giving them away. And I literally got a message being like, hey, you can have a free ticket to Vegas if you want to go. No flights, no hotel. And I was like, damn, like at this time it was like a $3,000 ticket. I was like, damn, like I get a $3,000 ticket to the first ever Vegas Grand Prix. Hotels were cheap as fuck as well. All I had to do was basically just find a cheap flight, and I was like, fuck it. So I did it. And I don't regret it at all. It was such a cool weekend. There was so much going on. The AlphaTauri reveal, the Red Bull car reveal in the club, the AlphaTauri reveal in a club, the F1 game event. Yeah, so many creators and friends and stuff were there. I had a great weekend. It was fucking amazing. So I don't, it sounds like regret. No, like no, not regret's not the right word. What word am I trying to use here? I think it was a great decision for what I got out of the weekend in comparison to streaming at home. I think next year I'm gonna try aim to get to Vegas again. Because it's just one of those Grand Prix that's like there's so many like sponsor opportunities and events and cool stuff to do in Vegas, like from a content standpoint. And staying home at streaming, it's the worst Grand Prix of the year to stream because like you get no European time zone, you get no East Coast time zone, and it's just fucky. You know what I mean? It's just fucky. It's just a fucky Grand Prix. So if there's a Grand Prix I want to miss, I would miss streaming. It would probably be Vegas. Oh, huge lock up there for the Williams. Something came off his car as well when he locked up. Vegas 24 was my first GP. Set my standards way too high, Lamel. Yeah, street circuits are amazing. People underestimate how amazing street circuits are to attend. Vegas and Australia are my two favorite Grand Prix I've attended because there are streets. For me, like a Grand Prix is the whole experience, and being able to be in a city, all the activations, hang out with people. Oh, so fucking good. To be honest, everyone thinks Vegas is expensive for a Grand Prix. I'm not gonna lie, it's not that expensive. It depends. It depends. To be fair, grandstand tickets have kind of gone. Hotels are just so cheap. There's way too many hotels in Vegas, and you could literally buy a hotel for so cheap the week of. Like literally, if you want to go to Vegas, buy your flight as in advance as possible. Buy your hotel the week of, and find a good deal on a ticket, maybe even a couple weeks before, and you could go to Vegas for pretty cheap. It's just the grandstand tickets, like, I don't know. I feel like they're getting cheaper each year, but the company's F1's still selling tickets for way too much money. They just use it as a marketing opportunity, you know what I mean? Like, they'd rather give a fucking ticket to Rihanna than sell one for $2,000. Could watch from your hotel window if you buy the right hotel. Buying a hotel, I just want to go to the race, not start a business. Nah, I would end up forgetting to book the hotel if I did that. Honestly, I actually think one of the cheapest hotels I've ever bought was my Vegas Grand Prix week hotel. Like, don't get me wrong, it wasn't a great hotel, but it was decent. It was one of the big hotels on the strip. Like a bit of a tacky one. It was the fucking Castle, the Excalibur. But I can't remember how much I spent. But if I had to take a guess, for 5 nights, I think I spent like less than $200. So it was probably like, what's that? Like $40 a night, which is like so fucking good. I just bought a hotel for 1 night up near Manchester for Creamfields next year, and it cost me like £150, or like for just 1 night. I'm just like, what the fuck is this shit? Still can't believe you stay there. It's not bad. I suppose hotels are cheap. Assume they were all priced because Vegas. Well, no, Vegas has the problem of there's too many hotels, so they all fight for, to get sales. And then the week of the Grand Prix, they'd rather sell a hotel room for $40 than not have someone in it. Yeah, hotel prices are ridiculous. I remember speaking to Tom. He was like, dude, I'd love to come to London more, but the hotel prices are insane. I'm like, nah, you can find cheap hotels. You can't. I don't know what's up with the hotel system in the UK. It's so weird. Anyways, guys, that wraps up FP1. Again, apologies for the delay and the first 15 minutes of the session. My fucking internet went out. But it was a good chat for the other 45 minutes. Now, the stream is not over. We're going to be watching FP2 later on today. In the meantime, we've got some Fortnite to play. The new F1 skins have just come out on Fortnite, so stick around. Excuse me. But if you enjoyed the stream, be sure to follow down below. We do watch-alongs like this for every single session, for every single Grand Prix. Usually with better energy and better volume, but it is 1:30 a.m. right now. But yeah, if you're watching on YouTube or TikTok, come join us on Twitch, twitch.tv/Ponden. Like I said, we are going to be staying live all the way through to FP2. But before we wrap on up, let's do a rundown of the order. So we got Colapinto P20, Borderledo P19, Hulkenberg 18, Ocon 17, Behrman 16, then we got Stroll, then we got Alonso, then we got Lawson, Gasly, Hamilton, Antonelli, and Russell. Wow, Mercedes not as high as we were expecting. Piastri, Hadjar, Norris, Sainz, Verstappen, Tsunoda, Albon, Leclerc. Wow, Williams could, and there are mediums. Oh no, don't I? Williams could have a big weekend this weekend in the cold temps with that Mercedes engine. We'll have to see how they do. But yeah, I'd say biggest surprise Williams. Biggest disappointment, maybe Mercedes, just because we thought it'd be high, but again, it is only FP1, so everything can change. Zen Zero, thank you for the follow. Anyways, guys, the stream is not over. We're gonna get into playing some Fortnite now and chilling until FP2, so feel free to stick around. But YouTube, I'm gonna end the stream there. Be sure to sub, be sure to like. I'll see you guys later on today for FP2. Bye bye.